In 1962 New York, Tony Vallelonga, a sharp-witted bouncer at the bustling Copacabana Club, was a master of managing chaos. His quick wit, and even quicker fists, kept peace among the patrons. When the club closed for renovations, Tony, suddenly jobless, found himself needing money fast. He even resorted to a food-eating contest to make ends meet. Back home, Tony's casual racism was evident when he discarded glasses used by black plumbers, much to the quiet disapproval of his wife. A friend soon informed him of a unique job opportunity, a driver for a Dr. Shirley. The next day, Tony arrived at a lavish apartment above Carnegie Hall, expecting a medical doctor. Instead, he met Dr. Don Shirley, a refined, world-renowned black classical pianist. Shirley outlined the terms: an 8-week concert tour through the racially segregated Deep South. He needed not just a driver, but a personal assistant and valet, offering a generous $125 a week. Tony, initially hesitant about working for a black man, was swayed by the money and the promise of steady employment. His wife, Dolores, though sad about his absence, gave her blessing. Before they departed, Tony received a copy of The Green Book, a guide for black travelers identifying safe havens and accommodations in the Jim Crow South. It was a stark reminder of the journey ahead. Their journey began, a stark contrast in personalities immediately apparent. Tony was boisterous and unrefined, while Shirley was reserved, elegant, and demanding. Their first night revealed Shirley's isolation. While his trio members socialized, he drank alone. He gently suggested Tony refine his crude language, hinting at the clash of their worlds. Yet, when Shirley played, his genius transcended all. His piano performance was mesmerizing, captivating audiences, and even impressing the gruff Tony. As they traveled, Tony, despite his illiteracy, began writing heartfelt letters to his wife, often with Shirley's subtle guidance. He even tried to introduce Shirley to simple pleasures, like fried chicken. Shirley, accustomed to fine dining, initially refused to eat with his hands, but Tony's persistence eventually broke through, a small step in bridging their cultural divide. Their lodging, guided by the Green Book, was often humble, a stark contrast to the elegant venues where Shirley performed. Tony stayed in one, Shirley in another, a constant reminder of the segregation. One evening, Tony found Shirley being assaulted by white men in a bar. Tony's quick intervention, a display of brute force, saved Shirley, but highlighted the constant danger they faced. The journey continued, punctuated by moments of quiet reflection. Shirley observed black laborers toiling in fields, a complex mix of emotions crossing his face, acknowledging his privilege yet shared heritage. Despite the warm reception at concerts, the undercurrent of prejudice was ever present. Shirley was denied access to the main dining room, and even the whites-only restroom at a venue where he was the star. Tony, enraged, offered to fight, but Shirley calmly explained his choice: to tour the South, not for money, but to challenge the very prejudice that denied him basic dignity. Another night, Shirley was arrested for homosexuality, a severe crime at the time. Tony, using his street smarts and a bribe, managed to get him released, but the incident left both men shaken. Their bond deepened through these trials. Over drinks, they shared intimate truths. Tony encouraged Shirley, praising his unique musical talent and its power. Shirley, in turn, helped Tony craft eloquent letters to Dolores, transforming Tony's crude words into poetic expressions of love and longing, further cementing their friendship. The tour neared its end, but not without one final confrontation. Pulled over by police late at night, Shirley was illegally detained for being a black man out after dark. Tony's impulsiveness nearly escalated the situation, but Shirley, after making a discreet phone call, was released. He admonished Tony for his reckless anger, leading to a heated exchange. Shirley, in a powerful outburst, revealed his profound loneliness and identity crisis. Too refined for black society, yet never truly accepted by white society, even as they applauded his music. At their final venue, Shirley was again denied entry to the main dining room. Despite the financial implications, Tony, now fully aligned with Shirley, cancelled the performance. Instead, they sought refuge in a vibrant, lively black club, where Tony ordered their soul food and drinks. Shirley, after a moment of hesitation, sat at an old piano. There, surrounded by his own people, Shirley unleashed a raw, passionate performance, blending classical elegance with the soulful rhythm of the blues. The crowd erupted in joyous celebration. Their tour complete, Tony and Shirley drove through a heavy Christmas Eve snowfall back to New York. Exhausted, Tony feared he wouldn't make it home to his family in time. But with a final push and a brief, heartfelt goodbye, they reached their destination. Tony was greeted by his loving family, their home filled with warmth and holiday cheer. Later that evening, a knock at the door brought a surprise. Dr. Shirley, having nowhere else to go, stood on the doorstep. Tony, with a genuine, warm smile, welcomed him into his home. This extraordinary true story of Tony Vallelonga and Dr. Don Shirley reminds us that friendship can blossom in the most unlikely of places, transcending prejudice and transforming hearts.